Have I ever told you how much I love China? How much I respect their people, the Communist Party of China? How much I see Xi Jinping as the best leader in this war? If you haven't heard that, it's because, of course, you don't know me. But basically, I will talk about why I think China is the best country right now in terms of politics, in terms of the quality of living, in terms of improving the life of their people. Um, this is just one of multiple reasons why I could tell you this, but if I say a lot, this video could last 2, 3, 4, 5 hours of me just talking how great the Chinese people are and the Communist Party of China is. So I will take just one example of why China is so great that I think all the countries around the world should watch them, learn about them, and understand what they do good, why they do bad, not good or bad, just right or wrong in our own characteristics, because they have their characteristics. We can be like them. They are a 5,000 years plus 5,000 year civilization, with Confucianism, Taoism, socialism. So we can compete with that. But what we can do is just see what they did to become the superpower they are today. One of the keys is the war against corruption. Xi Jinping war against corruption is one of the best things possible. And I don't know if you know this, but back in like 4 or 5 years ago, back in my day, we saw like how a lot of people start talking about Jack Ma. Jack Ma disappeared. Where's Jack Ma? Where's Jack Ma? Jack Ma was one, and still is one of the richest person in the world. But back in that, before COVID, he was, hey, he was printing real money. He was top 5, top 10. He was top 5, top 10, I believe. He disappears. People, what happened? What the government did to him? So I was just scrolling. I was on X scrolling like, why I will talk today. I don't know what to talk about today for the second video of the day. So I say like, I don't know, let me scroll if I see something interesting. So yesterday, this guy, Saint Beast Boost, he's a CEO at Mythical Marketing. I don't know him, but he did a thread. He did a thread about Jack Ma. So let's enjoy this. He will show us why China is one. Is not one. Is the best country right now in the world in political materialist speaking. Let's begin. So he start with the thread with the following. This billionaire criticized China's government. Then he vanished for 3 months. When he returned, he had lost 40 billion, his powerful voice, control of his company Alibaba. Alibaba is like an Amazon, but is the Chinese Amazon basically. Here's the story of the strange disappearance of the Chinese Jeff Bezos. 1999, a former English teacher starts an online marketplace from his apartment. He had been rejected from 30 jobs, including KFC. His name was Jack Ma. 20 years later, he will become China's richest man, worth 61 billion. How? Okay, I don't know if we can. Okay, let's hear this. Let's hear this. Okay. Okay, 1 second. Let me just. Okay, let's do this.
You
24 people went for the job. 23 people accepted. I was the only one guy. And we went for police. 5 people, 4 of them accepted. I was the only guy that I received it. So to me, being turned down, rejected. Oh, by the way, I told you that I applied for Harvard for 10 times, rejected.
Okay. Jack turned Alibaba into China's Amazon but bigger. Singles day sales in 2020, 74 billion in 24 hours. He became a global celebrity, partying with Hollywood stars. His face was everywhere in China. The Communist Party was fine with it until he opened his mouth. So let's hear about this.
One of the richest men in the world got deleted by his own country. For a guy that got rejected for a job at KFC and once worked as an English teacher, Jack Ma has done pretty well for himself. He started e-commerce giant Alibaba in 1998, which holds the record for the biggest IPO in history. And the payments company who spun out of it, Ant Group, was on track to break even that record in March of 2021. But things went bad fast. The night before Ant Group went public, the Chinese government pulled the plug on the deal. They weren't happy with Jack, criticizing the government's economic policies, and slapped his companies with investigations and fines. But that might not be the worst part of this. Jack has only been seen in public twice since the IPO was canceled. We may never know what the Chinese government did or said to Jack, but it's unlikely he'll ever go back to being his old outspoken self.
Oh my god, this is so funny. Like, what the government did to him? Well, the government just did what they have to do. Like, hey, brother, we know you are a billionaire, you are the richest person in China, you have a lot of power, but we don't care. We still are, we are the ones with power here. So take it easy, brother, take it easy. October 24, 2020, Jack gives a speech in Shanghai. He calls Chinese regulators outdated and criticized the banking system. It was a direct challenge to the government. What happened next shocked the world. The government immediately cancels Ant Group's IPO. This was supposed to be the largest IPO in history, 37 billion. Jack's fortune plummets overnight. Then he himself vanished. No appearances, no social media, nothing. Rumors spread globally. Was he detained? Was he even alive? Had he fled the country? Chinese state media stayed silent. Alibaba's stock keeps falling. Everyone realized that no one is above Beijing, not even Jack Ma. So you can see here, no, like a lot of reporters talking about the mystery. Where is Jack Ma? 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 What happened to him? January 2021, Jack finally reappears in a short video, but he completely changed. Thinner, subdued, reading from a script. He praised China's leadership and rural education. No mention of his disappearance, no mention of the failed IPO, a complete new human. Behind the scenes, Jack is forced to step down from Alibaba, pay a 2.8 billion antitrust fine, hand control to state-backed entities. His wealth falls to 25 million. Wow, an amazing fact. Like, imagine having 65 billion, well, his wealth being 65 billion and then falls to 25 billion. Wow, what a difference. It's a lot of money, right? Like, maybe he can't buy now 200 private jets now because of that. Wow, that's so sad, right? All because a 20-minute speech. Okay, what this guy said. He didn't go on podcast. He didn't complain about Xi. I think the representation of Jack, my favorite is in you know. Okay, more trash. Today, Jack readily appears in public. He's being spotted in Japan, Spain, and Thailand. He's taking up painting and philanthropy and focusing on agriculture initiatives. The Jack Ma saga reveals a simple truth. In China, private wealth exists at the pleasure of the Communist Party. No matter how rich you are, how famous you become, or how many jobs you create, you cannot challenge the system. The party always wins. What does this teach us? What does this teach us, guys? You said it. Like, private wealth exists, but is not above the government. Like you can be Elon Musk, you can be Jeff Bezos. It doesn't matter. You are not above the government. So when you are not above the government, you have to be very cautious. You have to be like very mindful. Like what I say, how do I speak? It's not about free speech. No, 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 no. It's just about the interest for the people. If you say the government is bad, the government is this, the government is outdated, the banking system is outdated, you have a lot of power on influence. You can influence a lot of people. And when you are talking about 1.4 billion people, like the Chinese country is, you can create a they have a long history of civil wars. They don't want to do that again, of course. So you have to be very mindful what you say. Maybe you can do that in private. Maybe you can do that in one of the meetings with the Communist Party of China. Like, hey, I think you are outdated, but how we can work this. But doing it publicly, you basically are saying like, hey, these guys, this guy had to go. They had to change, or they gotta go. But no in Xi Jinping China. So basically what they did is the correct thing, like letting him know, hey, we found a lot of issues inside your at your company. We will investigate you. They investigate him. He had to pay the antitrust. He had to step down, etc. Because, of course, inside the company were sketchy things. So he made a mistake inside the company where he wasn't managing the thing in the right way. So he had to pay the antitrust bill. And of course, he can speak, he can talk, he can say a lot of things, but he can't lie. He can't create this sentiment of anger with the Chinese people, because the government, why? Like, I will debate anyone that gives me an argument of why we should criticize the Communist Party of China. Like, there's still, I'm thinking, I still cannot understand why Chinese people will criticize the Chinese Party, the Communist Party of China. Sorry, my first language is Spanish, so sorry. I'm learning English. I'm improving my language in English, my speaking. But what I'm saying is, like, why would you criticize the Communist Party of China when they are doing their best to improve the people's life? And 5 years after that event, the party was proved right, and Jack Ma was proved wrong. Because in today's day, China is a superpower, a huge economic power. So Jack Ma was in the wrong, and the Communist Party of China was in the right. After 5 years, we have a winner. Jack Ma, you lose. You was wrong. So you say bad things. You say you lied. So it's up to you, brother. Hey. So what does this teach us? That if you talk about a government that are doing the things correctly, yes, you will face consequences, because it's not United States. United States, he could say that, and he could then pay and be a lobbyist. He can do lobby, and he can say to the Democrat or the Republicans, hey, I wanna pay you $1 billion if you guys do this for me, or if you guys approve this law, if you guys don't look at me. So yes, that can work here, because here in the United States you can do lobby. So basically you pay the government, the people running, and you say, hey, I want this law approved, hey, I want this approved, so please, I will pay you $1 billion, $2 billion, I don't care. Yeah, you can do that. Look at Elon Musk. Elon Musk is not a politician, but he's the richest man in the world. And he say, I'm bored. I just want to do politics now. Who's winning? Trump is winning? Okay, Trump, take my millions, take my billions. I will support you. Let's do this. Now nobody voted for Elon Musk to have a government position, but he has a government position. Dodge, he's doing things and this and that. Basically, yeah, he's doing whatever he wants. So, yeah, that's why China is a better country, because people like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos, they couldn't do whatever they want. Here in the United States, they actually do whatever they want because they are the richest person in the whole planet. So yeah, that's crazy. So leave me your opinion in the comments. I will reply you. But yes, just understand, before ending, I just forgot this. I just forgot about this. Back in, I think it was February. Back in February, the Communist Party of China had a Politburo meeting with the high-tech bros. Jack Ma was there. Because he understand he made a mistake. The CPC was in the right. So hey, so you can see Jack Ma. Basically right here. Jack Ma is right here, clapping, because hey, I made a mistake in the back. Now I'm here to put all my knowledge, to put all my I can find the word in English. You will excuse me, but I can give you all my knowledge, my disposition. What's the word? My disposition. All I know to improve our country, to improve our people's life. He was there in February. Jack Ma was there. He was alongside the other giants. He was there with the other giants, like DeepSeek and all the other giants, Huawei, BYD, Xiaomi, all these guys. So yeah, Jack Ma, he supported the party. He's still supporting the party. So look at this comment. Of course, he's saying KC41165. This guy says the following: if you know a bit about Chinese history, you understand that since Confucius, it's been a Chinese tradition that merchants cannot interfere in politics. This tradition prevents supreme power from being hijacked by interest groups, which is exactly what has caused the stagnation in American society's development. The Chinese people support this approach by the government, whose power serves only the nation and the people. So Kaylan say, in the USA, the money is above the government. In China, the government is above the money. You can control the government with money in the USA. This doesn't work in China. So just leave your comment in the comments section. I will reply to you. I'm Lee Miguel, and I will see you in the next video.